All right. Hello, everyone. Greetings and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it happens to be when you're watching this. Hope you're making it a great day, one way or another. Having some fun in the game, having some fun in real life, doing something you enjoy. Chatting in the chat over here. David Dutrow says he found his new least favorite holocron, gives gas damage immunity for 2 turns. The the damage immunity is dispellable. I got all excited about that Datacron too with the Rebel one, making your rebels invulnerable, and I thought, man, that was just I had that with my Rey team, and then I put Han and Chewie in the Rey team, and that was I thought going to be really hard to deal with, but it is dispellable. So a lot of the teams that are going to be brought in against that team are going to have some kind of buff dispel anyway, so it didn't really help the team as much as I thought. CLS is my go-to for gas. Nothing else comes close. You still have a buff removal with gas, though, right? Or with CLS. Check the kit before I talk too much. Deal physical damage, dispel all buffs on them, and remove 100% turn meter. So you got to get to CLS early enough that it does something. I guess that's it. First stream I've gotten without it being like 2 a.m. says Emo Kane. Yeah, I stream early on Saturdays. So we do the Wednesday and Sunday in the evening, and then Saturdays I do at 11 U.S. Central Time. That's the time zone I'm in. Try to at least have one earlier stream for people. Chewie dispels it too. Yeah, Chewie can dispel it, but his dispel skill is something that I, at least for myself, I always find myself wanting to save it for a better moment later in the fight. Like I don't like to have to use this skill early for whatever reason. Dispel all buffs on all enemies. So yeah, if you can get it with CLS, I'd rather use that than Chewie. This one is for like when teams get offense up or something like that. That's gonna put pressure on your team, and you can just remove all that stuff. But you got a couple ways to get rid of it. Anyway, yeah, I mean that's one of those little things where there's a lot of characters that get that where it's locked. Like when Mando does the buff immunity thing, it's locked. When Rey's characters in the Rey team get the damage immunity, not buff immunity. I meant to say damage immunity. But when they get those buffs, it's locked. You can't get rid of it. But there are some other characters that get it where it's not locked, and you can dispel it. And this is the case with the Datacron. Pretty low on credits there, DL. Yeah, I did a lot of mod work this week. I was trying to get Rex, honestly. I mean, I happened to be clicked on the guy. But I was trying to get Rex fast enough, and we failed on slicing this mod. We took this all the way to gold level slicing without hitting the 5th speed. We took this one all the way up without hitting the 5th speed. This one we did hit the 5th speed, and then I still have to work on the arrow. But I did manage to get my Rex up to 294 speed. We've still got one more part to go. I'm almost done with Rex. We just got like a little bit left to farm here. So we'll get that for the update for this week. We'll lock that down. That's another 6 speed, which if there's some good rounding for us, that'll put him at 300 or 301 if there's some good rounding. So just over 300. Not the greatest, but I wanted to mod him so that he's just always going to be fast. A lot of times you got to remod for the cam mission. So I want at least 2 of my clones to just be permanently modded. Shock T to be permanently modded. And if I have to change out like the mod sets on 1 or 2 guys, I don't mind. But I don't want to have to remod them every time the cam mission comes up. Remod them all. I was in that position on my main account. I had my mods accounted for everywhere. And then every time I wanted to take the Bad Batch into the cam mission, I had to remod all 5 characters. And man, if you make mod sets that pull from multiple different characters, I don't care about setting up the clones to go in, but then fixing it back afterwards. If you're not using a tool, and see, I don't use the mod tools. So if you're not using a tool, putting them back is a pain. It's very painful. So I'm planning to have at least Rex, Shock T, 5s permanently modded. If I have to mess around with Echo and Arc Trooper, I will. But that's the plan. Phil Hammer's in the house. Says good afternoon. 3 Baka's blind dispels also. Yeah, I guess that's true. The middle skill, the blind. But it doesn't do any damage. It does blind. It's good if you can get that blind on Echo right away, because his first skill he uses is always going to be the grenade. It does a ton of damage. So if you can blind him before he throws that grenade, that's convenient. Is there a reason you have Maul in your favorites? Yes, I have to put him at Relic 5. We have to get this. We have to put this dude at Relic 5. Because we are going to put... We're going to put a C team on defense next week. And it's going to be... C... with Dooku, Marauder, all these Sith, and I'm going to use the Datacron. In the last stream, Bats asked me if I'd tried for the C Datacron, and I hadn't really gone in there and done it yet, and I got super lucky, went in there, put it at level 9, hit a reroll. The first reroll, we got the Datacron we wanted. So we're going to put this team on defense, but then Darth Maul has to be Relic 5 so we can kick off all those bonuses with the Datacron on defense. So that's... I wish I had a tank that I could put in there at Relic level, but you know I have to have a Relic 5 tank. And I don't think I've ever farmed up the Sith Empire Trooper. And Scion is just a long way off on gear. Yeah, the Sith Empire Trooper we get 202 shards of. I'll put him in favorites too. It'd be good to build him, get him going someday. It's a good tank. So if I had that in that team, I'd feel confident that that was a really good team on defense. Got Mace and Cad Bane to Gear 12 today, a couple days away from Relic 8 Boba for Executor. Nice. You mean you don't use the mod assign feature? If you're talking about assigned loadouts, I do use assigned loadout. you can see I got all kinds of tabs set up and all kinds of loadouts set up. So yeah, I use this in the game. But if you mod 3 clones, let's say you mod all 5 Bad Batch, you got a tab set up for that. But let's say that's pulling from like 7 or 8 different characters. Well, then you got to go back in and you got to get all 7 or 8 of those characters. I don't know of a way to go in here and say apply all loadouts. Right? I don't know how to just like say I want these loadouts to go back on the characters. So I had the clone loadouts that I normally had on, and then I had the clone loadouts that I wanted for the cam mission. But then after the cam mission is done, taking those mods that were in those loadouts and putting them back on the other characters. That's what I'm talking about. The tools that I'm talking about are like hot utils and stuff like that, where you can set up to mod your characters. I understand there's like tools in the game that will remod your characters for you. Maybe I'm mistaken on that, but that was my understanding. That you can get that done. There's always a way. It's called hot utils, says Pavoni fan. Yeah, so I've explained that before. I mean, I would use hot utils, but technically the agreement that we make with the company, the user agreement, says that you're not going to use any third-party software, and technically that's a third-party software. Nobody really gets banned for using hot utils, but I'd hate to be like using it publicly and then and then they ban my account for using third-party software. So yeah, I'm not willing to take the risk since I'm putting it up publicly. But I am really looking forward to that quality of life tool they said they were going to bring into the game for mods. That would be a pretty big benefit for me. What's your next project for your DL account? Does everybody not know what my next project is? I think everybody knows what my next project is for my DL account. It's become a bit controversial over on the Discord. This is a sidebar, but I'm kind of starting to wonder if GL Jabba will be easier to get than JMK or a Lord Vader. We're all expecting every next GL or legendary that comes out to be the hardest, but I don't know. It's Jabba, right? Says Kyber Soze with a wink. David Dutro says home one. Well, David Dutro is alluding to the right idea. What quality life mod event is coming out? No, they said in the last big update, they said that they were going to bring a modding tool into the game where you'd be able to upgrade your mods in batches. So you could do like all your gray squares, put them in for upgrades and hit them all with 6 upgrades. Then go in and sell off all the ones you want to sell, and then select all the gray 5-dot mods that you want to upgrade again. Hit them to 9. Sell off the ones you don't want. Whatever. So you're going to be able to do batch upgrades on your mods. That's going to help me a ton. It's really going to help a lot. Because that's one of the things that Hot Utils does that's really saves people a lot of time. So that's what I'm looking forward to. It doesn't have to do, at least as far as I know, it's not improving the interface with modding and remodding your characters, but it is improving how you'll work on your mods, how you'll actually progress them. I don't want mod upgrades. I want a mass Bronzium pack opener to open up those ally points. I know the high ground says, yes, 100%. How hard can it be? How hard can it be to just put a open all button here where you just like, once you got your free ones, it just says, open all. Look at this. I got 250,000 of these things because I haven't had the time to go in there and click the stupid button. So, I mean, use all. Oh my goodness. That would be so easy to do. I'm not a computer programmer, but in college, I did have computer programming courses, so at least I'm familiar with it. So the idea of a button click for a batch run activity seems so easy. So easy. Nice. Hopefully you can do that all by substats too, so we can follow your upgrade guide. Yeah. Actually, for anybody who does use hot utils, you know, some friends of the channel have actually developed a filter set for hot utils that follows my Mod Mastery series, and some people have been using it with pretty good success. So if you are using hot utils, come on over to the Discord and check that out. And I think that's publicly available, that filter set that follows my Mod Mastery series. If not, there's a third-party website that does it. How can they not put it in the game? Why don't you use your ally points for Datacron materials? I use ally points for bronzium packs because I just love the shard shop. I mean, if you calculate out on average opening 50,000 points worth of bronzium packs, it gives between 3,000 and 4,000 shard shop currency reliably. So let's say 3,500 shard shop currency. It's at 360 per purchase. It's almost 10 purchases for every 50,000 in the shop. So I have 250,000 in the shop. If I opened all those bronzium packs up, that represents 50 purchases out of the shard shop. When you go into Datacrons and you look and you go, okay, Datacrons, here we go, 100,000. So we could spend 100,000 here, and that represents 7,000 shard shop currency. And then we look for this same part to be bought for shard shop currency. What am I missing here? So 50 of the middle one for shard shop currency. This is 25 of the Mark IIIs. Okay, it looks like they changed some stuff over here and I didn't realize it. Why can we not buy the middle part, the Mark II, for shard shop currency? It's weird. Or maybe it's random and I just have a bad shop. Let me take a look at the TCO count here. See if there's something that's different in the shop, because you used to be able to buy all those materials for all the different stuff. Datacrons. Wow, all the Mark II stuff is all for... It's all for ally points now, huh? Interesting. Anyway, so let's look at Mark I. We can still make the analogy, right? Here's 100,000 for Mark Is. Again, it represents 7,000 currency. Here's Converter Mark I. That's a different piece, though. Binding Mark I. 600 for 50. So you could spend 1,200 and get 100. Or you could spend this 100K, which is worth 7,000. So why would you spend 7,000 when this could be bought for 1,200? So that's it. That's why you wouldn't ever use the ally points for Datacron stuff, because it's just incredibly wasteful. Okay. So somebody asked me about my journey on the Loquitur account. The journey on the Loquitur account is Profundity. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but the reality, if you look at my my tab here, we have committed to getting clones together for the cam mission for my guild. So I'm doing the Profundity journey, but I do have to finish off these clones and get ready for the cam mission before I do the Profundity on this account. It's a bit of a bummer, but I agreed to do that. I agreed with my guild leader to do that, so not a person to go back on my word once given. So we'll build those clones, and then we'll be on the Profundity journey for the Loquitur account. DL, what's your top 110 mod score these days? I don't know. I haven't looked at it recently. I suppose we could potentially look that up. Let's. No, I don't want to waste time with it on the stream. I'll have a look and see what it is. My question, will the DL account have the proper fleet to accompany the Profundity? It's still not known what's the best fleet. That's why I'm hesitant. Okay. Okay, so generally better value buying shards with shard shop currency. Yeah, I didn't know that. It makes sense. Yeah, no problem, Pavoni fan. That's why we've got this channel. So somebody who loves to do the math can do the math and share that with you all in a way that makes sense and make sure that we get, we all get the best value out of our currency in the game. If you play on BlueStacks, you can make a script where it'll auto open the ally points. Arnold shows it how to do it on his video where he opens 4 million points. Is GAS or JMK a better project for an early account geared toward helping guild events? GAS. Again, GAS is going to get you the clones. If your guild is focused on CPIT, JMK is a fantastic Phase 4 CPIT team. So if your guild is focused on CPIT, do JMK. If your guild is focused on territory battles, territory wars, and the cam mission, then clones. Okay, I'm going to address the thing with Profundity. Somebody mark the time on this thing. What time is it? 26 minutes. Right at 26 minutes. I think this discussion, I'm going to talk for a long time on this. The Profundity journey itself is easier than any journey I've seen for new content ever. You have to get Admiral Baratus. He's a single shard drop. You need a couple ships. They're single shard drops. They're always going to be single shard drops. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that they're single shard drops because they always are. The Outrider is the only thing that a lot of people have to farm because I've always told everybody to go for the Rebel ships. So we should all, or the pilotless ships. So we should all have those pilotless ships anyway, so the Rebel Y-Wing shouldn't be an issue. Biston you can farm. Biston's U-Wing you can farm. You can also get out of the fleet store. So you can double up your accelerant on Biston. So, what does that get you? It gets you Admiral Raddus, and you can build a team around him in GAC that's going to be pretty darn good. And honestly, I think for a lot of low-level stuff, and even at the mid-level, high-level where I'm at, I think Admiral Raddus is going to be a team that people are going to have to beat. You get that Omicron on him, you get the team reliced up, with Jyn Erso in there, it's going to be a rough team to deal with. They gain max protection They get Spark of the Rebellion, critical chance up, all this stuff when that triggers. Jyn Erso can't be killed while he's alive if you've got this Zeta on him. Jyn Erso has a resurrect ability. She's going to be bringing characters back. So if you kill anybody but Radis, even if you kill Radis, Jyn might still bring him back. So if you kill him, you don't kill her, she brings him back. It's super annoying to have to deal with. Not unbeatable. I mean, CLS is going to beat it. GAS is going to beat it. I mean, all the high meta teams are going to beat it. But you're going to have to use one of those teams against an Admiral. And you've never had that before, right? You can't build a team like that with Kenobi. You can't build a team like that with Akbar, with Moff Tarkin. Like who out of any of the admirals in the fleets gives you a team that's actually functional and viable? Hux goes into a team, so that's nice. So the journey itself is giving you good tools. Mon Mothma. You guys know I love Mon Mothma. She's another Geo-style team. And if you have the Geos, there's a lot of stuff that beats Geos. Darth, Traya, Vader, lots of stuff. The same kinds of teams that beat Geos also beat Mon Mothma. When you have both of them together, and with Kyle Katarn and the Mon Mothma team, it's tough. So you're getting good characters with good teams. All right. So now, we build the Profundity, we build the requirement characters. Maybe I have some kind of agreement from people by now that, okay, that doesn't look too bad. The journey doesn't look too bad. But what else? Well, here's what else. Here's what else, guys. And let's be fair. Let's go down here and let's add Han Solo and let's add Chewbacca. Because to be fair, we know that we're going to need the Millennium Falcon at some point, right? So we know that the Profundity is built to go with the Millennium Falcon. So once we build the journey, we got to do Han Solo and Chewbacca. Oh dear. we have to relic 2 more of the best characters in the game. Oh, that's horrible. Biggs, Wedge. If those X-Wings have to go with Profundity, we have to build these characters. Okay, that's part of the JML journey. So if you're going to do Profundity and also JML, there's so little that we could be at risk for that's anything that we don't want to build. We might have to put a few more gear tiers on things like Zeb, Kanan, Scarif Rebel Pathfinder, K2SO, whatever, right? We may have to do that. Now, to assuage your fears about the fleet, let's go look at the Executor. Oops. I don't know why I clicked that. I just need to go to the Ships tab here. When I built my Executor on my main account, I had a Gear 12 Cad Bane. And it worked fine. I until everybody else in fleet caught up and started relicking everything and relic 9'd their Piet, I had Xanadu blood for a long time at Gear 12. Right now on my account, I've got my Executor at 5 stars. I've got 2 of these ships that aren't even 7 stars yet. I guess the IG, where's Xanadu? Xanadu, that. Yeah, okay, so I guess I got Xanadu to 7 stars now. I'm about to get the IG to 7 stars. It's not even finished. And this fleet kills everything that isn't a better Executor. So if you build Profundity, and we need ships that we didn't expect, at 5 stars, you will beat everything that isn't a better Executor or a better Profundity. Who cares? Who cares if you get the Profundity and you don't have the best fleet? Oh my God, I got a relic Han, I've got a relic Chewbacca, I've got a relic Biggs and Wedge. So what? So there's no downside to this journey. I cannot see a downside to this journey. None. Right? And in the farming, I've also marked Kyle Katarn. Because while we're going to get Profundity, we're also going to get a full second Rebel fleet by building up everything we need for Home 1. We're going to build Kyle Katarn. We're going to put in that Raven's Claw. And we're going to make a second fleet out of Home 1. So with this series of journeys, you get Profundity. You work into JML. And you get some kind of Home 1 fleet. And the characters that you have to build for the Home 1 fleet. I mean, am I going to be sad about building Kyle Katarn? No. I'm going to be happy to build this guy. He's a powerhouse, right? And what team does he go in? Mon Mothma, right? So we're just taking a team that we reliced characters for and made better, and we're just adding more other good relic characters to it. So this is like a year-long journey. 4 months, 5 months to do Profundity, and then probably another 6 months to do JML on top of it. It's like a year worth of work. But out of that year worth of work, you're going to get the CLS team, you're going to get the Radis team, you're going to get a Mon Mothma team, you're going to get a leftover Rebel team, you're going to get Phoenix. And even though the Phoenix are horrible, once you've reliced Harrison Dula and built up your gear levels on some of the other characters, it's not bad. The Ghost is supposedly part of the best fleet. So if we have to backtrack and build both the Ghost and the Phantom for some reason, then, let's say this Ghost, I don't mind building up some characters for this Ghost. But then if there's some kind of synergy where you really also have to have the Phantom, and now we're putting a bunch of relics into these guys to have the best fleet, well, maybe I just won't have the best Profundity. Maybe I'll just, gear 12 or relic Sabine because she could be used in a Mandalorian team. I'll leave these other guys mediocre, and we'll just have a smaller Phantom and call it good enough. I'm probably not going to relic those 3 characters. I'd be surprised. But then, Ahsoka is likely going to be a Galactic Legend. I feel like when this Ahsoka series finally comes out, we're going to see a Galactic Legend Ahsoka. We're going to see a Galactic Legend Thrawn. The likelihood that we're going to have to relic all these Phoenix anyway for a Galactic Legend Ahsoka seems likely. So then maybe it starts to look good to relic them too and just go right into the Ahsoka GL. In terms of efficiency, guys, efficiency is about getting the best use out of your resources. And this journey, if you look at the Profundity together with JML, every resource you build is useful. And there hasn't been a journey like that to me ever before. Everything has a whole bunch of dead weight. It has the Krennics, it has the Tusken Raiders, it has the hot trash characters that you need an Omicron to use in a Phasma team, right? All right, I need to catch up on chat. All right. Let's see. Oh man, I am way behind on chat. The Cam Clones are a great team as well, says Fellhammer. Yep, nice. I just finished up SLKR and pushing Executor with a plan for JML Profundity after. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Is it just me or is low gray for anyone else not appearing in the shop? Man, I know that feeling. My Grievous was stuck at 93 for like 3 weeks in a row. It was ridiculous. it was like I was on the fourth. I think I was going on the fourth week of not seeing any Grievous shards, and finally got him finished out. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird when you're waiting for those last few shards and they don't appear in the shop. I think it's just statistics. I don't think there's actually something in there. Fellhammer says, my analysis, can you afford not to have the best fleet when it can get you 400 crystals a day? No, get Profundity. Stelio says he's an R9. I thought R9 mats you get off a weak guild with R8 weekly. So, Stelios, watch my Obtisio series with my Obtisio account. The account's 6 months old when I started the Profundity journey. I'm doing the exact same journey over here. I'm so convinced that this is going to be so efficient that I'm also doing it on my Obtisio account. I'm saving up crystals every week. We're making one purchase a week toward Relic 8 and Relic 9 materials. And we're going to Relic 8 and Relic 9, all these characters, with materials that we're buying out of the shop. Okay? So we're going to buy Relic 8 and Relic 9 materials out of the shop. I'm going to do it on the Obtisio account, and I'm going to prove that every week, week after week, you can save up 1,500 crystals, make one of those purchases, and we have to make 4, 8, we have to make 12 purchases. So if you can make those purchases, it's about 16 weeks for the journey. So if you can make those purchases for 12 out of the 16 weeks, you can also get the R8 and R9 requirements dealt with without being in a Sea Pit guild. We're going to prove that. We're going to prove it out. We're going to show y'all that it can be done. Yep. And I mean, it's right at $100 worth of crystals. So for people who spend, if you were willing to buy the hyperdrive bundle and then spend another $100 on crystals, you could Relic 8 Cassian and Relic 9 Radis for basically one set of $100, roughly. I think it's 5,000, 5,000, and 6,000, respectively, for the sets that you need. So in total, that's 16,000 crystals that we'll spend. Regardless of if the Rex give you the best team or not, get the ship. It pays off in the long run, says Kyber Soze. That's how the game works, patience and perseverance. Jaxic says there's literally no waste in the JML Profundity journey. Yeah, exactly. When compared with the other journeys, it's just so clean. It's so clean. To unlock Han's Millennium Falcon, you need, again, we do need the bounty hunter teams, but we're building that stuff, right? And it's crazy, because look at the bounty hunters. Look at the bounty hunter team, right? You want Bosk anyway. He's fantastic. The Grief Karga, you're going to get Grief Karga anyway, because you're farming. You've either farmed or you will farm the Rebel Y-Wing, and the Rebel Y-Wing comes off the node with Grief Karga, so you're going to have that. Django is the node for the Hound's Tooth, so if you have farmed a Hound's Tooth, you're going to have Django anyway. Boba Fett's a shop character. So there's 4 out of your 5 bounty hunters without even a thought. Without even a thought. You're not even going to think about it. You're going to build Django, Boba, Bosk, and Grief Karga. And then, for that team, getting Mandalorian seems like a nice thing. If your fleet currency is under too much pressure, you can build this IG-88. You're going to need him someday for the IG-2000 ship. So you can build a 5th bounty hunter. And you go in there and do the Chewbacca event and get those bounty hunters done. Get the bounty hunter fleet done. The bounty hunter fleet is not that bad to get. Again, the Slave 1 you can buy out of the fleet store. And if you're willing to take just a small detour to get the Beskar Armor Mando journey done, I've been able to accumulate all the shards for the for the Razor Crest already. Can Razor Crest be used in the Millennium Falcon event? I might need to verify that. I feel like it can, right? Oh, look, I've never completed my Millennium Falcon journey. I'm at 6 stars on this ship. Check this out. Yeah, okay, we can use Razor Crest here. So here we go. We've only got 4 ships. We don't even have the 5th ship. Because our IG 2000 isn't that level yet. But again, Han's Millennium Falcon unlocks at 5 stars. You can definitely get this ship unlocked, get it at 5 stars. And you say, well, you know, it's not going to be good enough until Han and Chewie are relicked and it's 7 stars. And like I said, the Executor already beats everything in the game easily without being maxed out to the optimal extent of the fleet. So I feel like Profundity is going to be the same way. As long as we have the capital ship and a reasonable representation of decent ships, we'll be able to make it work, and we'll be able to beat most stuff. Maybe not everything, but most stuff. I picked wrong here. I definitely should have had the Xanadu in as the starting 3, but it's okay. I was chatting and underestimating that this would actually have any damage. Oh, poor Boba. Feel like we can put this on auto. Okay, there's something else that I have to address with fleet currency here in a minute. My opponent told me he couldn't beat my level 9 Datacron Malgus with C or JML because they're so OP. Man. Nice. The level 9 Datacron Malgus. So there's another bounty hunter ship that's not too bad to get. And remember, we're getting Grief Karga already. If we get the Mandalorian as one of our bounty hunters, we've got him anyway. IG we would have to farm, and Cara Dune we would have to farm. Who's the 5th one? Mando, Grief, Cara, IG. Wow. Okay. Blanking on that for some reason. Where's the Beskar journey? There he is. Okay. Oh, Queel. Queel's the 5th one. And Queel comes off the node with the bomber. So you want to farm Queel for the bomber. You want to farm Grief for the Rebel Y-Wing. Mando's not that hard to get. So again, Cara Dune and IG-11 are the only ones that then you have to fit in a farm for to get Beskar Armor Mando unlocked and get the Razor Crest to help you get the Millennium Falcon. Again, it's all zero fat. Zero fat, guys. Zero. We're going to be able to make use of Queel and IG-11. Those two together make a nice little tank pair. Cara Dune also fits in our Mon Mothma team. The Mando goes for the Bounty Hunter team, and so does Grief Karga. And, you know, 2 of those characters are already coming off of fleet nodes or nodes that have ships. It's so hard to find any holes. Scott Yo says it's been a while since I caught a stream. 3 days from Kenobi. Then, like you, flipping to Profundity. Nice. The man says, I'd like to go into Profundity JML as first GL. Have you discussed doing this? Is that a good, bad idea? It's exactly what I'm doing on Obtesio. That is the Obtesio account. First, stabilize your account. Guys, don't go straight into building Profundity. As good as it is, you can't just walk into the game and build it. You need to build a Relic Vader. You need to build Geos, Troopers, Padme team. Get your economy stabilized. Spend 6 months just building the good teams that are going to get you income out of the game. Then if you do JML into Profundity or Profundity into JML, either way, I prefer the Profundity into JML. That gets you time to get your Wampa, your Hermit Yoda built out, get your Rolo, all that stuff. So that's exactly what the TCO account's going to be. 6 months of stabilization, Profundity, JML. That's it. That's my starting route. Arva says fat is flavor. Nice. I think Gas Rush is the best guild-oriented build. That's true unless your team is going for C-Pit. Honestly, the most effective C-Pit build would be to build a full Relic Imperial Troopers team and then go into the JMK journey if you could get Cat. Have JMK Cat. Because then you could have a really good Phase 2, Phase 3 team, do like 3 million, and then you could have a good Phase 4 finisher with JMK. Padme's also good in Phase 4. So Padme and Troopers probably get you the best, let's say, cheap participation in C-Pit. Both Gas and ST are both fine for light side TB, but use Gas with JMK, use Shock T with clones. I feel Gas has a faster payout for GAC light side TB than Profundity into JML build. Spending the resources on... Okay, so let me just put it this way. Gas has always been in the game. I've done 3 accounts, and I am just not motivated to make that grab for Gas. Doing the droids, relicking a B1, trying to get set up for the clones. That was the plan on the TCO. And yet, I can't justify it. I can't, even as close as I am to Gas right now, I mean, I'm not that far off. But it gets me a good non-GL character. Spending that get one prevents me from getting Wampa and Hermit Yoda. So I build a character at the cost of building a GL. And at the end of the day, I'd rather just have the GL. I guess I'm just willing to wait a little longer for the initial payout. I don't mind to wait. I just find Gas so uninspiring. I don't know, guys. I know people love Gas, but I just find him uninspiring. He's not that great on GAC defense. On offense, he's a low banner team. I don't know. Don't know. Gas is not a character where I go, oh my god, I gotta have it. Struggle with it. Found your top 110. It's 6.56 in Omega Bot. That's pretty good. Guapo says that's fair. I'm biased because I love Gas. Arva says on offense, Gas is a low banner Ray killing team. And again, if you're at the GAC level where you're fighting Ray, it's very relevant. But if you're at the level where you're trying to get your first Galactic Legend, let's say the Chromium, High Chromium, Erodium area, you don't need Gas to beat Ray. If they have Ray, it's their only GL. I mean, Erodium is the 2GL. It's funny, guys. After working on these accounts and growing up through Grand Arena, there's just this feeling that I've developed, the teams, what they look like when you face them. So people that are playing in chromium, high chromium is a 1 GL zone. People who are playing Erodium typically have 1 GL plus a bunch of stuff, or 2 GLs. And then, 2 GLs is kind of the price of admission to Kyber. My thoughts, that's what I've seen, my experience with playing up through the GAC system. And of course you have the people that don't play, the 8 million accounts with the 4 galactic. I'm not counting that. I'm just talking about the people that are actually players who are playing the game in those brackets. Kyber 3 and 4 is the 1 GL zone. It's not been my experience, Arva. I'm in Kyber 4 right now with Loquitur. And we're fighting... if we fight a 1 GL account, it's a 1 GL account with both Brevins, Malik, Gas, CLS, tons of meta teams. I said 1 GL plus a ton of stuff, or 2 GLs. But, no, I'm in Kyber with 2 GLs, but I don't... If you've got 1 GL and you're in Kyber, you've got a, 5 million GP worth of other stuff. Gas kills JMK without cat. Rather rare, but it happens in TWs. For early game, Gas is like a mini GL, to be honest. Right. So, I've said this before, that Gas is the best non-GL character. Malik in his own way is similar. So they're the best non-GL characters. So for me, that says it all. They're not a GL. I'd rather be working on a GL than working on Gas. Again, it's just my philosophy. It's not to say that there's nothing right or wrong about it. If you play it differently, you're not wrong. All right, I spent way too much time talking about the Profundity, so we got to get into this GAC and actually play some GAC. Then I got to do my fleet battles for the day. All right, let's take a look at the last round of GAC. I said my opponent would probably clear the same that we did. He did, and he got 6 more banners than us. The value of playing second. He just played a little more efficiently than we did and got the win. Opponent for today, 7.8 million galactic power. Now, are we Kyber 4 or Kyber 5? Let me remind myself. I think we're still... Yeah, we're in Kyber 5. We've been relegated down to 5. Our opponent's almost 8 million. In terms of ships, he's got all the stuff. Executor, Negotiator, Malevolence, Chimera, Finalizer. 9 capital ships. So he's got a huge advantage on us in fleet. Character-wise, JML, JMK, C, 3 GLs, Skywalker, both Revens, Malik at Relic 7, Jedi Knight Luke, the BAM team, of course, Wat Tambor. Mostly just relics from requirement stuff. No Omicron on the Wampa, which is nice for us. Does have some Night Sisters relict. Sith Empire Trooper. Looks like he's working on Rey for his next GL. I see a bunch of Resistance characters being brought up. Or maybe he just did that for his JTR team, his Lucifer team. He's working on Radis. He's already got him at 6 stars. He must be spending some money. Throwing some cash. Alright, so he's going into Profundity. And he's already got the JML, so Profundity's easy for him. Alright. Should check mods. Let me check mods real quick. See what we're up against in terms of speed. 318 fastest non-GL character. That makes me feel good. As soon as I see that, I expect 317 with health mods. Okay. Interesting. 307 on Hermit Yoda. Where are we at for like Darth Revan? Wow, Darth Revan's way down here. 272. Alright. He's got Bastila faster than Revan, so that you can't use the Vader counter on it. Interesting. So we have an advantage in mods, but we're half his galactic power. Zoiks. In my last GAC match, I beat a 6-4 million account with my 5.36. Mainly thanks to your advice and guides. He had 2 GLs, Malevolence Negotiator, and all that, but still. Yeah, that's what. Ivica. That's the way we do it. Take down the giants. Keep in mind all the Get One characters are in weekly shipments and have been so for a while. Oh, you're saying if you want to pay crystals for stuff, you can get gas and faster? All right. Let's see what he put for us on defense here. He gave us C on defense. Interesting. It's Relic 7C. We can beat that. We can just solo C. Put in our own C solo. Should be able to beat that. Okay. Okay, that's his GL on defense. He's got Padme on defense with R2. Because there's no tank in here, we can we Mara Jade that? Can we just Mara Jade this, kill Anakin first? I feel like we would have to use Vader with the Mara Jade though, right? I think with Nest, the stealth is a real problem. Because whenever he pops stealth, I'll have to fight against whoever's left out. I don't like Nest for this matchup. We could use clones here, I think. Clones should be able to do okay here. And then we got this old Republic team to beat, and we don't have Kylo on this account. So maybe Mara Jade with Vader there. Work our way through that. We would have to use C versus C up top. Bounty Hunters. Night Sisters. These Night Sisters could be... We just bring in troopers on the Night Sisters, right? We can trooper the Night Sisters. And then we just got to figure out what to do here. And maybe we can split the troopers and do Veers here and try Iden Versio here. We've got 2 relic troopers for Iden Versio. If we split them up correctly. Hux stops the turn meter gain. But if we can lock him down right away and kill Hux... we will run out of teams fast, though. Because we have to use a lot of our good teams. Alright, let's start here with the clones. And take a look at what we've got. I feel like I need to work through this a little bit at a time. Start with the clones. The other option here is our Revan team. I think this team has a higher chance of winning than my Revan team. Probably get the sacrifice right away. Arc Trooper will get killed. But we're okay with that. It's the price we pay. Okay, let's get Newt's first death out of the way right quick here. Okay. There's the sacrifice. Completely expected. In this particular match, I think the B1 has to go first. Oh, gonna lose another clone. This is not good. This damage is going too fast. I'm about to lose Shock T too. Holy cow. Not good. Not good. Yeah, we're gonna lose this. We gotta try to at least kill one thing. Still 2 turns away. That went badly. Maybe I shouldn't have killed Newt up front there. Maybe I should have just went in on the Magna Guard. Let's see. The question is, can I get back around to aerial advantage? It's 2 turns away. So if I do it now, it won't be on my next turn. Yeah, I don't think there's any value in continuing this. Okay, so we threw away a good team right away. That's pretty awful. That's pretty bad. This team is real dicey because I've got so many low-level characters. They had Newt, that's why. And we couldn't get the Newt killed the second time. So if I bring in this Revan team, who should I kill first? I feel like I have to kill B1 first because him... It's so much damage. And as long as I can keep the damage under control on this team, usually we can win. But if I go after B2, what I found a lot of times, because I only have 1 relic on the team, I don't have enough damage to kill the B2. B1 just keeps healing him. And it just goes on forever and I never finish. So, do I go after B2 or B1? I feel like I just have to go after the B1 and kill it. B2, 110,000. Maybe I can kill that B2. All right, let's try this again. Try it again. And jump in, get some stealth. We will... I'll do the buffs first so that he can just mess with the B2's first hit. And then we're going to try to take this B2 out. Yeah, see, that's not enough damage. The B1's going to heal him. All right, Yoda, get in there. Finish it. Oh, nice. There's no Watt to resurrect him. That's good. We like that. All right. Let's just try to get our stats back up. Savior down. Pay the toll. Just do a basic to get more turn meter again. And pass this around to Yoda. Now we're going to spread the buff so that everybody can have all of that good stuff. Jump in again. Probably just have to deal with the Magna Guard now. Pass it back to Yoda again. Take our punishment. Bindo's dying. Oh. I was going to say we're going to have to get back over to Bindo and give him some attention, but it all went too fast. Okay, let's heal up. Let's stun him, I guess. No stuns available. Alright, this should be the B1 down. Man, this Grievous is nasty. We gotta clean it up with something small. What do we have that's little that can beat up Grievous? How about our Rebel team? Can we do it with a Rebel team? Man, I don't even want to use a Rebel team though. Ugh. We want something that can just steal turn meter, right? Just steal turn meter over and over again, or stun them, keep them locked down, and just kill Grievous. I guess we could use a Gear 12 Wampa here. Man, I'm giving away so many teams on this Grievous. Giving away so many teams. And it's still not done yet. We're going to have to come back to this because this is going to lose me the whole frickin' GAC. Dang. We can't stun him, because once we get him down on life, he can't be stunned, so it has to be turn meter removal. Geos, Jyn Erso. We could look at a little rebel team of some kind. Let's figure out what we've got here. We've got a Mon Mothma team. So maybe we just use Mon Mothma here. It's not ideal, but it'll work, right? Because she removes turn meter. Kara removes turn meter. We should be able to just sit there and kill him. And we'll just leave Newt alone. We'll remove the extortions and we'll leave Newt alone, kill Grievous first, and then finish. Don't give away another team. Yeah, I know, right? Don't give away another team for sure. If he gets a big area effect here and just kills us all, that'll be very disappointing. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Let's steal his turn meter. Okay, we did not steal turn meter. There we did. Okay, grenade. Gotta get back around to some turn meter loss here somehow. All right. Extortion is on. Pay the extortion. You don't mind the extortion so much with the Mon Mothma team because it counts as an ability that's not an attack. And you actually get 90% damage assists on that. It's pretty nice. Alright. So we're through Grievous. 3 teams to get him, though. That's just... The clones are a fairly reliable counter to Grievous, but they just got wrecked. That was pretty bad. Alright, we got to deal with this Padme team. I don't have it, guys. I don't have it. Because here's the thing. I mean, look at what I've got left. I've got bits and pieces left. So if I go up top and I beat his stuff, it's going to take both trooper teams and C and something else. Both trooper teams, C. This is probably Beskar Armor Mando. Maybe I can get this done with BAM. So let's say I do that. Let's say I get through all of that. And then let's say I get through bottom. Unless he's got total garbage on the back wall, I'm just going to be stuck on the bottom. So if I spend too many resources getting through the bottom, can't get through the top, I'm going to be stuck with like a 2-zone clear. This Old Republic has Enfys Nest in it. Oh, yikes. Let's look at the Padme team for just a second. I have an idea. Maybe our crazy Gideon team works here. Because these guys should all have quite a bit more health than protection. Not as much as we might want, though, huh? .294 speed, though. So that's the problem. That's the problem. All right, so we've got to try to get through this team. Man. So Wat Dooku here, we could probably get this done. We actually have to use a team here. And if we have to use Vader with the Mara Jade team for this, Can Beskar Mando beat this team? Do we have enough to one-shot Anakin? Gosh. Guys, I don't know what to do here. He has scored 11, so he probably doesn't play. Yeah, I mean, maybe he doesn't play. But I still want to play this GAC to the best of my ability. Kill everything that I can kill. I just feel like if I go through bottom, then I can't get top. If I go through top, I can't get bottom. That's the issue. It's the issue that I'm having right now. We could try nest here. You know what? Let's just try this once. And if it gets close to timing out, we'll leave. We'll quit out. But I don't have anything else on the radar right now that's a good nest battle. Nest is okay against the Ewoks, I guess. We could do that. But we've got Dooku. Let's try nest here. If we can cheese a free win with nest, then what's his potency? Let's check his potency real quick. 117% potency. Yikes. I don't see it working, guys. All right. I gotta figure this out. What if we did nest Watt versus the Old Republic, and then try to do Dooku with something else against the Ewoks, or do Geos? Okay. We'll do the Vader team here. We'll do Geos against those Ewoks. All right, so this pilot Marge 8. Pass the turn to Marge 8 right away. We will probably have to kick Padme. He's going to go first. 313. Marge 8 gets to go. 288. Padme's got a turn. Padme will get a turn. We cannot stop Padme from getting a turn. So maybe Thrawn has to kick her first. So if we kick Padme, she'll still do the kick and stun somebody. There's no way around that. All right. Give it a try. There's just that wild card with Padme getting turned. If she kicks Mara Jade, we're going to be hurting. Did the stream go down? Went to timer for a bit? I don't think the stream went down. Okay. I think we just have to pass this to Mara Jade. Try to get a stun over here on Anakin. Alright, get stuns on people. Yes, we stunned Padme. Fantastic. We need turns, guys. Alright. This, put down the damages. Looking good. Take out this. Kill Padme next. Okay, we got it. We got it. Okay. So now we come in here. We do nest with Watt. Clear off all the debuffs. Keep us trucking with the counterattacks, and then his nest shouldn't be a problem. And then we got to figure out how to beat Ewoks. We do have a CLS team. It's a little baby CLS team, but maybe it wins. Alright. Maybe he can kill something on the back wall. We're just going to see what he's got on the back wall and go from there. Alright, cleanse tech on Nest. Target Canderous. You know, I wonder if I can just kill his Nest in one shot. Nope. It's close though. So if we can stay off of his Nest, then we'll use the big area effect attack. Kill him on the next hit. Nest down. Get Canderous out of here. Watt's trying to hang in there at full banners. That would be pretty fantastic if we could actually keep Watt at full banners. Okay, get him out of here. Nest is such a good character, and then just randomly... Oh, also, ignore taunt. Ignoring taunt is so powerful. So good. We'll just put it on auto at this point. I don't think there's any reason to continue to interact. Just target Zalbar, let her go ahead and take Zalbar down. Alright, we lost one banner for Watt. Geo's here, Nest on Ewoks. If these Ewoks can beat my Geos, that's going to be a pretty big shock to me. Remember, we've got the secret weapon with the super fast spy. He's not as super fast as he once was, but still fast. All right. Let's put debuffs on everybody and then get the Elder out of here. All right. Good so far. What do we got? Low Gray, Paplu, Chirpa. Trying to figure out if there's anybody that can steal my banners. Get rid of any bears that can steal banners. Stagger him, take away his turn meter so he never gets a turn. No Ewoks. Get to take a turn in the making of this victory. Alright, we're through to the back wall. Let's see what we've got back there. Hopefully it's a bunch of stuff that we can do Dooku solos and whatnot. I know. That would be a Qui-Gon Jinn team. Although, fair assessment, we could do Qui-Gon here. We could do C and just kill it. Yeah. So in this particular matchup, see, that's tough because if we clear the back wall, we won't get through the front, we won't see ships. If we clear the front wall to see ships, then we don't have enough to take out this back wall still. Interesting. I'm going to go for the front. I'm going to go for the front so that we can fight ships. Dooku take out these Phoenix. It's a free 100,000 money. Let's see if we can get a stun. Shocking how good Dooku is. All right. Done and done. 69 banners. Wampa versus Qui-Gon. A Gear 12 Wampa? A Gear 12 Wampa on Qui-Gon. If we had our Wampa relic, we could have used it on that Grievous team. It would have saved us a whole lot of grief. Whole lot of grief, Karga. Alright, here we go. Let's do this battle. See if we can bust through the front door. Ability block's annoying. Alright, let's link you. And we're going to go ahead and link Marauder. Healing immunity prevents us from getting protection back, right? I think so. That healing immunity is killing us, literally. Okay. Ooh, come on. This is not looking good. Let's get the link ups over here. Got the healing immunity on me again. Wow. Yikes. Yeah, too much too much healing immune. So that puts a dent in our desire to go through the front door, certainly. What do we have that can beat this Qui-Gon team? Let's use the Mandos. Wait. This Qui-Gon has no Anakin. With no Anakin, we can just beat it with troopers, right? What do we even have left? Okay, we've got troopers. We've got some kind of Padme team. Ooh, the Padme team could be fun. Because we can get rid of their turn meter. All right, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. And these guys should have high health, right? Yep, pretty high health. Mace, health, protection on mace. Okay, well, let's see if it works. I always forget how Sidious makes that counter more difficult. Yeah, that healing immune was nasty. Nasty stuff. All right, let's try this just for funsies. Okay, so we're going to target Mace. Take away all their turn meter. Give ourselves protection up. Then we're going to take a single... He's got courage stacks, though. How does this work for getting the foresight off? Do the stacks trigger Mace to stack his thing? Yes. Interesting. Alright. Let's do this to get rid of some foresights. Oh, that can't be dodged. Okay. Alright. See if we can stun everybody. Alright. Now's where it goes downhill. Get a kick on her. That should be a kill, right? Not a clean counter, but you know, we're... Oh. Well, dang it. It looked good there for a second. It looked good for a second. Got a couple kills with it. The feed is fading out. We'll have got no control over that, ladies and gents. The feed... $253. All right, we'll mess around with this real quick and then we'll go finish up. I don't have any control over my feed. However good my internet is how good the feed is. Wampa to finish. You want to see Wampa to finish that? All right, maybe we can do that. All right, let's kill Jedi Training Ray in one hit. Go again, Dark Trooper. There you go. Good job, buddy. Stick Ray next. Give her a big punch. Resistance Trooper. Give him a big punch. And then, let's see. Alright, that should be it for BB-8. Alright, good job. You want to see Wampa to finish? And then we'll go out and we'll go play some games for fleet placement real quick. Gear 12 Wampa. Mace with the ability to reduce his health is probably going to kill us. Because there's nothing we can do against Shatterpoint. Yeah, see, we just lost health there. We gotta try to get Mace down ASAP. Alright, alright, alright. Now we can do a few roars. Womp. Alright, good job, Wampa. Account reviews. We're pretty late into the stream. We're going to go practice the Beskar Mando team here. Practice, 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 plus money. We don't want to leave any money on the table. Okay, power up, down, damage everybody, damage everybody, damage everybody. 20 whistling birds, yay! Alright, stun Bosk. Yeah, right. Django, Boba. Boba's relic 8. Django's probably a bigger threat, though. I hate the fire. I don't want to have to deal with fire again. Wow, we barely killed him. So once you kill somebody, the overflow damage goes to other characters. And because all of the other characters are barely damaged, we know that there was almost no overflow. So we killed him, but that was really it. We had enough damage to kill him and not much more. Which is pretty disappointing because, I mean, Django's not a really terribly healthy character. But I do want to keep my Beskar Mando at Relic 4. I feel like when I play the fleet battles, having my Razor Crest go second seems to be an advantage for me. Alright, we'll just put it on auto. Somebody else must have come online to stream because we dropped a bunch of people. Either that or the stream's cutting out. Hope that's not the case. All right. Off we go. And if the opponent isn't going to play, then, you know, that's our placement, and that's good enough. All right, let's play against Nero Blue. So this is going to be out front. That's going to be in the corner. Right, left. Okay, so we want this here. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can get this done. He gets to go first and do all kinds of damage to me. All right. We'll target his Houndstooth. We'll target his Houndstooth some more. We just don't want to give turn meter to Houndstooth by targeting somebody else. Now his Cad Bane is out of stealth and there's no Houndstooth taunt. So we can do this combo where we go ahead and put the mark onto Xanadu, and then we'll be able to very quickly take that ship out. He's targeting our Xanadu as well, which is not ideal. But we still got the taunt, so only his Razor Crest is going to be able to get to it. We'll target his Razor Crest. Get a few more instances of target lockdown. Bring in our IG. For most people, you'd probably want to bring in the Ebonhawk here. Ebonhawk, of course, is going to be much more effective at stopping them from getting to the alt. But, you know, we got to our locked debuffs first. That's good. We're just going to keep working the cooldowns. We'll heal on Xanadu. We don't even have the skill that gives us the foresight yet. There's his Ebonhawk. That could be a real problem for us. We're still one ship ahead, though. Let's stun him, since we can't do target locks on him anyway. We'll bring in big damage. Let's put down a big hit on everybody. Okay. Stop targeting Xanadu. That was interesting. Let's get rid of this Ebonhawk if we can. Alright. Still a long way off on our alt. We'll do the mass assist just to try to... Well, we can't... Yeah. It's not... Oh, the... Slave 1 Basic helped us a lot there. Slave 1 Basic removes buffs if it's breached, I think. That helped a lot. Okay. Alright, so here it is, guys. We're working our way through this. Still 3 turns of cooldowns left on our alt. So bad. Alright, I don't think he has his alt yet, though. He doesn't even have the lock debuffs on us yet, so I think we're good. I think we'll get his capital ship. Big damage. Bonk. Hey, we got it. Brilliant. Minute 24 left to go. Put it on auto. Alright. Victory! We have secured some kind of fleet placement. We're at 11 on Abtesio. Wow, okay, we gotta potentially play 2 battles over here. Alright, let's get in there, see what we can get done. The stream is usually 10 seconds behind. It's lagged enough that the stream is like a full minute behind. It's crazy right now. Very unusual. Alright, let's put the buff immunity on him. Get him stunned. Don't want to be on fire quite yet. Okay, let's cleanse the tank here. Oh wow, Anakin dodging the buzz droids. Not cool, buddy. Not cool. Alright, got that down. Now we can target Anakin, bring in the spy, get him taunting, and kill him because he doesn't have the unending loyalty up at the moment. Neat little tactic if you can time it out so that you're in between instances of unending loyalty. Spy is pretty much an instant kill. And we have our 6th place. We'll try to come back and play another battle before this is up. Maybe we'll take a few questions and then see if we can go for... Wow, 4th place is pretty tough too, huh? 5th place? Maybe we just go in for 5th for today. All right, let's see if you guys got any questions. Anakin dodging buzz droids is not canon accurate. It's pretty much the opposite, right? Yeah, all right. What other questions you guys have? Things that I can answer. More profundities to preach about. You all know what profound means, right? Profound. It is a profound thought. Now that I think of it, I don't know if I know exactly the definition of profound. Something like meaningful. Maybe we have to figure that out, because obviously profundity is an extension of the word profound. Profundity, meaningfulness, something like that. What do I do after C? I was thinking SLKR or Executor. I recommend against doing 2 dark side GLs back to back. So what I did on my main account, I did exactly that, SLKR first and then C, but I ended up with 2 dark side GLs. And I really wish I'd gone for a dark side and then a light side GL right away. Your reaction to the Datacron changes and you're not allowed to say that you don't know the news. Well, if I'm not allowed to say it, then I can't answer because I honestly don't know what you're talking about. Datacrons are changing. For shot clones, do you think it's better to give ARC Trooper turret buff to Echo or Fives? I give it to Echo. I mean, Fives is going to sacrifice himself most of the way that I play. So I've always found it better to give it to Echo. But, I mean, some people have told me before I should be putting it on Fives. I don't. I put it on Echo. So seriously, guys, are Datacrons changing? What's changing about Datacrons? Datacron changes. I mean, if you guys want to know what I've been doing for the last 2 days, Thursday morning, I have to get up and be to work about 5:30 in the morning. We do safety meetings on Thursdays. So that lasts until, whenever. My wife's traveling for work. So I got to come home, get the kid, do stuff, play the game, go to bed, get up Friday, go to work. So it's like the time that I have to sit and watch videos is really limited. It's a 4-month cycle, 2 acquire and 2 more use, only 2 sets in circulation at a time. They've reduced the overall income flow materials for them. So it's a 4-month cycle. So you'll be able to build the current set for 4 months. You'll be able to use the set that you built for 4 months ago. Is that correct? So a Datacron lasts 8 months? Or is it 2 months total? You'll build for 2 months. You can still get to use them for 2 months. It must be that you only get to build them for 2 months and then use them for 2 months. That's got to be what it is. Because if it was an 8-month total cycle, that's way too long. if they print an OP Datacron by accident, you don't want it to be there for almost a year. That would suck. What relics should the Geo fleet be at to counter Negotiator? The Malevolence fleet, the 2 pilotless ships at 7 stars. That's all you need. I mean, honestly, you could have Gear 12 Geos for the rest of your fleet and still win most of your Negotiator matchups. With Malevolence, it's more about your capital ship and your pilotless ships. So, as long as your capital ship has got a relic Grievous in it and your pilotless ships are maxed out, that's the fleet. The rest of it's all just gravy. Kyber says, okay, 4-month total, 2 to build and 2 to use. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's fair. I'm just trying to think out, like, kind of map out in my head what that looks like for GACs and stuff like that. So, let's say it takes you the first month to build the very best. You're not going to be able to build a character based on the idea that you've got a holocron or a Datacron. So, like, let's say, for instance, a really powerful Datacron came out for JMK. You're not going to be able to build him in 4 months to take advantage of the Datacron, for example. So it'll only be useful for things that you already have. And it'll last 4 months. The change that they need to make is that you can put a Datacron with every team. It doesn't matter what the team looks like, you can slap a Datacron on it. And it only affects the characters of the respective relic levels. So if you have one Relic 5 character, you can already take advantage of a Datacron. But just that one character. That's the change they need to make. And then for lower level players, Datacrons become relevant. Needing a full Relic 5 team for a Datacron is pretty garbage. I tried your Padme gimmick team. Looks great to kill 2 or 3 tunes. Yeah, that's it. That's what the Padme team does. It takes out... Yeah, like we saw in that Qui-Gon battle. Did a really good job taking, 2 things out cleanly. And then we kind of got stuck. Waiting on turns that and with low gear characters, they just get killed too fast. We're gonna have to slow down R2-D2 in that team first because you want Tech and Echo to go first. Echo and Tech, you don't want. We really didn't want R2 going first. Hey DL, I'm on the C Executor journey, getting first place in fleet almost every day. And I'm a crazy run of relicking. Since April 23rd, I've relicked a tune every 10.5 days. Wow. Wow. Nice. Alright, let's go for fleet placement here. We got 4 minutes left to try to get better fleet placement. Go for number 5. We'll fight against a mirror match. But we did relic our Sunfac. Not a mirror match anymore. Okay. Let's stun him so that we don't get buzz droids all over us. We'll put up the lightning, I guess. Alright. I feel like I'm way behind in this matchup already. Get buzz droids back on him. We really... If we can kill the Hyena Bomber before he gets a chance to put buzz droids on everybody, that would be a huge win. I'm actually going to bring in the spy and stay targeted on the Hyena Bomber and try to kill it. Okay, so he doesn't get the area effect buzz droids. It's just pretty fantastic, really. And that's going to salvage us this game. Okay, that's his real Vulture droid dead. Now we just need to kill the spy somehow. Let's see. I don't think we want to hit the spy right now. Let's do it now where we can stun it. Dodged. Kill it. No! No! Spy with 2 hit points. He's going to do his mass assist next time he gets a turn. Nope. He's going to die from buzz droids next time he gets a turn. Okay. All right. Fleet placement secured. Let's get in, take a look at this Grand Arena. You know what? I was going on about the Profundity stuff, and I never went back around to this point. So somebody was talking to me and said, okay, well, you know, they're going to take crystals out of fleet. They already said they were going to take crystals out of fleet. So chasing Profundity and chasing high fleet placement, you know, that's going to go away whenever they get rid of fleet. But if you look at the fleet rewards, guys, that couldn't be further from the truth. Let's say a normal player accepts 6 to 10 is going to be their new area where they function. And there's no crystals, right? We don't care about the crystals. Just look at the difference here. 112,000 shipbuilding materials, 1,400 there. For top spot, you almost double your shipbuilding credits. 80,000 more shipbuilding credits. 7 days a week. That's 500,000 shipbuilding credits a week. 400 down here at 6 to 10 is 1,400. This is 1,800. The difference between 14 and 1,800 is a shop purchase every single day. 7 fleet purchases a week difference. So even if they take crystals out, you're not going to want to drop down here to 1,200, 1,250, you know, these garbage levels of fleet shop currency. You're going to want to get this top 5, you know, somewhere in this top 5 for fleet currency. 1,500 to 1,800 fleet currency every day. Even just that, if they don't change that, that already makes fleet worth it, fighting for number 1 every day. Your gear guide should be required for anyone who wants to play this game. Well, that's the good thing. The people who want to play the game well see it, and the other people don't, and then we have an advantage, right? All right, let's take a look at the Opticio stuff. Got a loss. Our opponent was way bigger than us, so, you know, it kind of worked out like we thought it would. He didn't beat the Geos, though. I think he took a shot at him. And our Geos held. So we had the back wall Geo hold. Wasn't enough, though. Now we have Zoo win. 4,000 or 4 million galactic power, sorry. Fleet stuff. All kinds of fleet stuff. Chimera, Home 1, Executrix, Endurance. No Negotiator, no Malevolence. 4 million galactic power. Qualifies for Proving Grounds. No premium capital ship. He has gas, CLS, Vader, Grievous, some other stuff. So he's got lots of teams, but no GL. The Loquitur account, or this Obtisio account, may actually end up getting all the way to 4 million before I get a GL. With the hyperdrive bundle, the galactic power is just built up so fast, it's crazy. All right, here we've got some kind of Anakin team with Qui-Gon on defense. That's inconvenient. If we're going to beat that, we probably got to use Vader or something. And he's got a couple smaller teams over here, forcing us to make a decision. I think this is a Vader. A Vader, maybe with Mara Jade if he's got really slow characters. 202, that's a pretty slow character. $180. They'll all get 30 speed, so 232 is the highest so far. That's probably the highest. 232. Wow. I got a teeny tiny Mara Jade. I don't think she can get over 232 yet. Look how far down on the list she is. 2 stars. 225. Dang, she's close. Where's the Thrawn? Maybe I feel like Thrawn. 228. Interesting, though. Interesting. 232. I can almost get over it with a complete garbage team. I don't know what the right way to do this is. Because honestly, we could try to cheese it with Iden Versio. So if we brought in the Iden Versio team, we use the buff on the troopers first. Then we do the big assist and kill Qui-Gon. Anakin goes, kills everything, but we've all got the resurrect on, so everybody comes back. And try to finish it out. I don't know. I think the Vader team probably has the best chance of just beating it in one shot. Hey, DL, was wondering where in Kyber 1 your main account is currently ranked. I'm not playing my main account anymore. It was at the bottom of Kyber 2 or just into Kyber 1 or the other. Who would Obtisio first proving ground unlock be? They had the event with the TIE Interceptor ship. So, I mean, once I get to proving ground, I think that's probably the first one that I'll qualify to unlock is that ship. Does it unlock at 5 stars? Maybe even unlocks at 5 stars. That would be interesting. Gear 12 Wampa. We've got a Gear 11 Wampa. This team has too much damage against the Wampa. I don't think there's any way. I could mirror match it. I mean, I just need to bring in something that's going to kill the Qui-Gon 100% for sure. As long as we get Qui-Gon killed, the rest is academic. So here's what I think we can do. I think. Come in, Merciless Massacre, Force Crush, get rid of all the foresights. hit him with a target with an ability block, kill Qui-Gon. He'll take a turn, but he'll only be able to basic. Then we can finish out our Merciless Massacre, hopefully go back afterwards and target lock him again. And then we just got to fight it out from there. I don't think I have any other good tank. And if we lose, then it's an easy cleanup. Easy cleanup from there. Alright, Merciless. We'll target Old Ben. Get rid of all the foresights. Then we're going to ability block him. Then we're going to try to kill him just straight up. Anakin goes. And then we've got some more ability blocks to spread around. Oh! Got another kill. Triggered Anakin. Made him angry. Ah. Dang it. Qui-Gon's dead, though, so this team shouldn't be too bad to clean up. Can we clean this up with Grievous, I wonder? All right, let's play the rest of it out. I feel like Iden would work great here. Let's see if we can save Iden for that team. We'll go down bottom, take a look at what he's got here again. Okay, Phoenix. Maybe the Wampa works good against Phoenix? They've got a daze, but that won't last long, right? We can just Wampa the Phoenix for an easy victory. And then we've got some bounty hunters down here. Maybe we could try a Grievous against them or something. Got some votes for Wampa. Alright. Let's Wamp right off the bat. Okay, staggered. Gonna lose my turn meter. Let's roar about it. Roar. Okay, well, don't get our roar back yet. This is a close battle. So the Phoenix, they came to this planet for a do-gooder mission. You know, they were trying to do some good, trying to save some people. They come to this lava planet. I mean, they prepared for fight, but they certainly didn't prepare for a Wampa. You know, typically he'd be on a cold planet, but here he is with lava in the background. And, you know, just that surprise factor alone, that's enough. I mean, they can't get around that. Once there's a warm weather Wampa in the mix, it's pretty much bad news from there. All right, maybe I can tell entertaining stories about the combats we fight. You want to try that? You want to try entertaining stories based on what we see in the setups? Let's try this Akbar team. Try to use the fewest resources we have to get through to the back wall. Yeah, we'll put in K2. We have to get Mando dead first. Mando is going to be a problem. So let's get Mando dead right away. Alright, hide. Oh boy. You know, that is not the damage I was hoping for. Alright. Why is the damage so bad on this team? Alright. Hide again. About to lose Ezra. Okay, let's get rid of this taunt. Go after Greedo because he's an easy kill. Ezra down. Alright. I guess Boba Fett is the threat, but if we aren't careful, we're just going to kill him and then let him get back the bounty hunter's resolve. So we're not going to do that. We're going to kill everybody but him, and we'll do him last. Okay. Throw the grenade again. Throw a shoulder into him. We've got some healing on this team, but it's only healing for health, right? We don't think we have anything that helps us get protection back. Alright. Throw grenades, do all that stuff. Basically, we just run circles around him and hope that get enough damage to kill him twice before he kills anybody. Alright, what exciting story could we tell here? We're in the hangar. We're in the hangar. The rebels are coming to get their ships and get out of the hangar. And lo and behold, there's a bounty hunter here trying to get Princess Leia, so we have to protect her. Successfully protected her against the bounty hunters, the famous Mandalorian, unable to achieve his goal. Troopers here. Iden, probably best here. Yes? No? Maybe so. What do we have up front again? We had the cleanup on aisle 6, and then we also had Ewoks. I think I'm more comfortable bringing the Ewok or the Iden in here. Let's do Iden here. Let's just do regular troopers here. And make this a annihilation fest. Kick out Stark. He can go with Iden. We'll put in a trash trooper somewhere. Who looks like trash? Stormtrooper. Get on in there. Alrighty. You're turning into a Disney scriptwriter? Alright, we're going through the center of town here. Right? We're just strolling through the center of town like the empire that we are. Looking to dominate these rebel scum here. I assume this is Tatooine, right? So we're on Tatooine. Looking for some rebels. And what we find instead is that the separatists are here trying to sell their stupid robots. And they're like, hey, buy our robots. And I'm like, I bought a Dark Trooper. Better than your droids. And they're like, no, man, buy a robot. And they get all aggressive about it. Robot salesman. And, you know, we just got to take them out. We got to take them out in the street. We're not going to let them stand out in front of our doorway trying to sell us these droidicas and whatnot. No need to buy a droidica when you got a Dark Trooper in the house. Alright, let's try to mow these Ewoks with the Iden team. Short Trooper or Death Trooper? Yeah, Death Trooper's got nothing at this level. What can be used for Phoenix for the Maul event? Your Galactic Legend. Insert your Galactic Legend here. And if you tell me, well, I don't have a Galactic Legend, if you're at 4 million and you can do Proving Grounds and you don't have a Galactic Legend, That's what we in the business call an opportunity. We usually do the air quotes when we say opportunity. Opportunity meaning, you know, something you probably should have done all along. Alright, let's stomp our feet and kill some more Ewoks. What happened here, they were actually taking these Ewoks to a zoo, an Imperial zoo. And, you know, the clever little buggers got out of their jail cell here on the ship. And we had to fight them partway between the cargo hold. And the original intent was to take them back to prison. But Iden is like, you know, if they escaped once, they're probably going to try it again. So it's probably best if we just kill them. And the rest of the troopers are like, works for me. So yeah, no Ewoks for the zoo. Just dead Ewoks for the dead Ewok pile. Alright, we've got Qui-Gon Jinn. So the question becomes, why not? Ewoks are exotic pets. What is the optimal Iden team? The absolute optimal Iden team might look like Iden Versio, probably Range Trooper, Shore Trooper, Death Trooper, Snow Trooper. That's what I like. People are going to steal the Shore Trooper out of there because it's a pre-taunt tank. They might steal the Range Trooper out of there because he's good for the regular Trooper team. But I think if you were to build the team, it would look like that. I know some people have said Magma Trooper's really good in there for that ability or turn meter removal that they can do. But Range and Shore are very powerful because Range heals protection and Shore heals health. So you can keep your guys at full health and full protection super easy. Plus with the assist mechanic off of Iden, your guys are full life, full protection for the whole combat. Death Trooper, of course, has synergy with Iden. And then the last one, I like Snow Trooper because Snow Trooper. Alright, we've got a Galactic Republic fleet that we can use under Mace or Akbar. Let's use it under Mace. Bring that in, bring the best reinforcements we've got. We'll bring them all, we just need to win. Alright, in we go. What's the story here? We're flying through the middle of nowhere, approaching a planet, and a rebel fleet comes along. And we're like, aren't you guys from the future? And they're like, yeah, we're from the future. But we came back to let you know you're flying into a trap. And then somebody on the comm is like, it's a trap! You can't repel firepower of that magnitude. But we're not listening. I mean, we're Galactic Republic. Things haven't gone badly yet. We still think Palpatine's a good guy. So in this case, you know, it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's helping. So then they say, well, we're just going to have to fight you. Just going to have to duke it out. See what you guys can figure out. Let's see. Honestly feel like Ahsoka would be pretty good here. Trying to get rid of Biggs. A lot of protection recovery to work through here. If they get target locks on us, it's going to be even more. Let's just do this. Get a target lock ourselves. For fun and profit. Then we're going to target over here on Wedge and pull the trigger and get hits on both of them. Alright, let's bring in another reinforcement. I think we want Rex this time. We can restore protection on our tank and make sure that that stays alive. Okay, we got to do this just to get the taunt back. We'll just do it basic. Okay, let's see. Come on, soldier. What are we gonna do here? Let's go ahead and heal up. I'll do that. Oh, and he gets it all back. Come on, rebels. Get out of our way. We're on official business here, and you're just being annoying. Gotta go fight us some Sith. And the rebels are like, the Sith are among you. They're among us. Hey look, I can get the alt off. It doesn't happen very often. It's completely useless to do in this case, but I'm gonna do it. Just for fun. Alright, we win fleets. We won everything. We cleared the whole zone. The whole zone's cleared. And we hung him up on fleets. So yay. It looks like we're gonna be able to get a 1044 to 837. That's probably where that'll end up. So it looks like we can get a win on the Obtesio account. Maybe Loquid or opponent won't play. You know, he was showing those 11 points like he played a battle and then quit. I assume he played against Kenobi. We'll take a look here. I assume he threw down against Kenobi. Lost. And then maybe he just says, not worth it. Didn't win that fight. Not worth fighting. We got to hope that that's the case. All right, but maybe we can get a win and we'll be 1-1 on both accounts. And then coming into tomorrow, we can duke it out to see if we can get those 2-1 seasons locked in, or 2-1 weeks. Alrighty, guys. 2.5 hour stream. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Tell all your friends to come watch the discussion on Profundity, because. You know, even in the Discord, there's people that are like, well, you know, we don't know how good it's going to be. We don't know what other ships we need. We don't know any of that stuff. I'm telling you guys, you don't need to know any of that. Whatever is required, if it's a rebel ship, it's going to support either the JML journey, the Profundity journey, or in general be, you know, mostly useful characters that we want anyway. So if we have to build other ships, we'll build them. If we have to build bounty hunters, we want to build bounty hunters anyway. If we have to build Beskar Armor Mando to get ourselves a Razor Crest, it's all, everything that we might have to do for that fleet is good. Now, if we find out that we have to build Ebon Hawk in order to compete with Executors, that's kind of a detour, but, you know, we had to build Ebon Hawk for the Executor versus Executor matchup anyway. So, I don't know. But share that information, you know. Literally, from my point of view, the Profundity journey is the single most efficient thing they've ever put in the game. Like there's no downside to it. And you're not going to regret building fleets. Having the best fleet or one of the best fleets is going to benefit you. Another good stream, DL. May the Force bring you balance. All right. Thanks all for watching. If you haven't hit the like button on the way in, please hit it on the way out. Subscribe to see when I'm online in the future. Come join us over on Discord, all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next